I'm Jim Northover. I'm a designer and brand strategy consultant. I've run my own business for over 30 years and I'm now operating independently. I help pioneer corporate identity and branding, and I've worked in lots of different sectors and in different regions of the world. So I've had the opportunities to see companies from the inside. So I'm particularly pleased to be on the advisory board of the MSc in Applied Corporate Brand Management. The course has a unique focus. It has an interesting selection of board members, and we help advise the faculty on all sorts of things, from the curriculum, the content, recruitment and admission of students and so on. Since I've been on the board, the course has evolved in an interesting way. The idea of applied has become more important. And whilst theory can inform practice, I think it's also the case that practice can inform theory. I'm particularly keen on the area of corporate branding because I think it's absolutely vital for the success of businesses today. Corporate brand management feeds into business strategy, into customer experience, and into corporate behaviour. And to study those things as the students do in London is also an important factor. London really is arguably the preeminent centre for the study of corporate branding. The students are recruited from right across the world, a very interesting broad spectrum of individuals from very diverse backgrounds and very different cultures. Now that's hugely energising both for them and also for the board members who get involved. I think there's this kind of a dynamic there which is really, really exciting. It's a process of interaction with the students that happens in a number of different ways. There are conventional lectures, there's also some mentoring, which I particularly kind of enjoy, there's visits. We kind of discuss topics, we learn from each other. And I think it's that dialogue that's really helpful in kind of building skills and building experience in this field. Also, I think the students are enabled through this to get a better critical appraisal of the discipline. There's lots of challenges ahead for businesses. The world's quite different from what it was a few years ago, and brands are actually much harder to manage these days. So what they need are the right skills and the right real-life experience. Now I think Brunel as a university, as I've seen it, is pretty grounded. And as far as this course is concerned, I believe Brunel's currently leading the field.
My name is Amanda Clay and I'm Head of Brand for Telefónica in Europe, and I'm responsible for the O2, Movistar and Telefónica brands. I've been impressed by the passion of the Corporate Advisory Board. It's an interesting mix of academics, business school leaders, lecturers, corporates like myself and agencies, and of course, most importantly, students. Everyone has a voice and a shared objective, and I think that's the most interesting thing about the course, is the fact that everyone's trying to make the course as rich and rounded as possible. My role as a corporate advisory board member is simply to bring what's happening in the business world into the lecture hall, and that could be as simple as a one-to-one conversation with a student or an informal lecture, or thinking about getting cutting-edge industry knowledge embedded into the course. I love meeting the students. It's great to demonstrate creativity through the lectures that I give. I invited the students to our Telefónica offices to give a talk on 3D branding in office spaces. I then invited our agency, and along with myself, we did a Paxman-style interview to really bring the lecture to life. And then we finished off with a tour around the buildings. One of the most compelling parts of the course is the 16-week work placement. This is where students get the opportunity to work in high-profile corporates or agencies and gain valuable insight into real-world projects.